Hello and welcome. India is witnessing a winter of discontent. Just 6 months ago, the Modi government romped home in the Lok Sabha with perhaps the most popular verdict since 1984. Suddenly, there is angst, anger, discontent, and a lot of protests. Today, I have somebody with me who has been a satyagrahi during the times of emergency as a student leader. He is the Information Broadcasting Minister, has the Environment Ministry under him, and is going to manage the elections for Delhi. You seem to be riding too many boats, Mr. Prakash Javadekar, right now. What I will like to start asking you is that as Information Broadcasting Minister, your main task is branding of this government and spreading the information. There is so much of anger visible. How do you gauge that? What do you have to say about that? Suddenly, how can a government which came with a popular mandate has lost a series of elections and suddenly there is so much of anger against it?
Let us understand that in politics, you may get some period where there are protests based on misinformation or disinformation. There will be genuine protest when the rights are abrogated. That has not been done. The decisions taken are so important for the welfare of the nation that people appreciate more. The silent majority, and actually on the road also, we had till yesterday 93 big rallies. Including people from 1 lakh people to 25,000 to 1 lakh people in each of the rally. So the country believes in good steps, and I wouldn't say, but there is protest, and I am very sure that many people will go out of protest once they get the real information. Yes, there was a deliberate attempt also, and there was some misinformation which created an impression that something bad was happening.
Mr. Javadekar, there are protests happening virtually across nearly 24 educational large institutions in the country, and this includes the top ones. We had a scenario that in a very prominent college in Delhi, after 30 years there was a protest and people were shouting slogans. They read out the preamble, and it happening in a backdrop that your leader and your party was a chosen fund for the youth. Prime Minister Modi has talked about 65% population below 35 and a great future for the country. These are the same people who had backed you. And suddenly when some of them or many of them are protesting, don't you have a sense of worry?
No, I'll tell you. Because we are very sure that what we have done is correct for the country, and the correct information will also flow.
You are saying that they are misinformed?
Huh?
Those who are protesting are misinformed?
Yes, to a great extent misinformed, and there is a disinformation campaign also by vested interest. What is the issue? Issue is CAA. So CAA, what it is, it doesn't take away anybody's citizenship. It gives citizenship to those who come to refuge after they are persecuted on the religion ground in Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh. So as we have seen for years together, Pakistan has violated human rights every time and has perpetuated various crimes against this humanity, and therefore people are come to India with a hope, but they were not accorded citizenship. So we are giving citizenship. There is nothing to do with 130 crore Indian people, maybe of any religion.
See, I know the text of the act. I know what the BJP and the government have been saying on CAA. But I think the picture largely is the problem is not just what the bill you have created. It is at times who is holding that bill. I think if you look at it, the opposition the BJP can always say that it is the opposition's agenda to create misinformation. You will say that. But the fact also is that your agenda, it is following your agenda. What did you do? There was triple talaq, there was 370, there was CAA, and then there was a talk of NRC. The Home Minister on the floor of the House said there will be an NRC. In political rallies, he said NRC. Prime Minister had to mitigate. The key here is all these issues, if you look at it, there is one constant. There is somewhere or the other a Muslim element in it.
No, I don't.
In all of them, triple talaq, 370,
I will
CAA,
say.
NRC.
I'll say.
There is anxiety among
1 minute. I'll tell you one by one. 370. It's about Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. It's not 1 minute.
It's a Muslim population.
No, but it's not about only Kashmir Valley. So one thing. Second, now what has happened in 6 months after abrogation of 370? Peace, tranquility, progress.
At what cost?
No, at no cost.
There is suspension of rights.
No, everything
just-
is on. Only few
There are
people.
leaders. Farooq Abdullah and other
Only
leaders are
three
still behind
chief-
bars.
Three former chief ministers
Why?
are under. Those who put people without any charges for 19 months should not at least ask people, and they kept in lakhs. Here are only three former chief ministers, and government has already clarified that the decision to release will also be taken at an administrative level of the state.
Not by the center?
No, this is taken by the
You see,
state level.
isn't it, doesn't it bother you? You were a satyagrahi in the times of
Yes.
emergency. To stop the voice of dissent,
No,
leaders were put behind
it is
bars.
1 minute. It is not stopping.
may be
the-
of any kind.
See, I can tell you that 370 was a momentous decision, and everybody thought that it will recoil, it will have tremendous repercussions, but nothing has happened. People are peaceful, and last 6 months are the first 6 months when there is very less of terrorism. Otherwise, there used to be every day some terror acts happening in the valley
it is
and
making
elsewhere.
Muslims anxious. There is anxiety among the Muslims.
No, there
on
are
all
football
these
matches.
issues that I have listed.
No, then I'll tell. So this is nothing about Muslim. The Leh Ladakh is Buddha, Jammu is Hindu Muslim, Valley is predominantly Muslim, but it is not about religion. It is about a state which was accorded a separate status unnecessarily, and which was promised by Nehruji that it will go, it's a transient provision and it will go away very soon, but it never went. And so we did the work which was incomplete for last 70 years. So that is one. Second, triple talaq is a gender justice. It is not about Muslims. In Muslim countries, major Muslim countries,
we
there
have
is
seen
no
we
triple
have-
talaq.
We've heard the BJP on all these issues.
No.
The point is,
I'll tell you
directly or indirectly,
one
haven't
more
you
sentence.
managed to create
One more
anxiety
sentence.
among the minorities?
No, one more sentence. NRC is only in Assam, and who created it? Rajiv Gandhi, Congress. So they created NRC.
You created the linkage between NRC,
No.
NPR and the CAA.
See,
Your
NRC,
leaders have.
NRC has always been a priority for all countries, and NRC has
Is
been
it a priority
always,
for you?
No, but we are going very.
You'll go
and
in a
we are-
systematic phased manner.
No. We have very clarified that Prime Minister himself has said that at present there is no resolution or issue to be discussed in Parliament or Cabinet.
Right now, none. But can be in
now
future.
means, in future is really, it is an absurd question in a way, because what is today present is CAA that gives
citizenship does not take
right.
it.
That doesn't take
Let's
away.
come down to the next big story. I think is the student unrest. We saw in the protests in Jamia, and then we saw the protests in JNU. Universities all over the country were in arms, including BHU and citadels of the BJP also. In Jamia, the police is like a bull in the china shop, walks in without permission. In JNU, there is violence happening. The police does not do anything. Now, isn't it strange when goons are inside beating up people and people are saying they're ABB people? Why was the police silent? What is happening?
All wrong, because you cannot have two standards. Why you entered in Jamia is the charge against police, and why you didn't enter in JNU is the charge against police. You can't have two exactly opposite charges on the same organization. So number one, and in Jamia, those who have been arrested also are not students. Let us understand. And when the reality of JNU will also come out.
What is the
I am
reality
very
of JNU?
The reality of JNU are three. Number one, this was not on 5th, one day affair. For 1 week, the people started from 1st January, they started filing for registration for semester. And in first day, 1100 students did it. Therefore, the agitators got nervous and were frustrated because their protest doesn't matter. Students are willing to take academic courses because they have come for study in
Who are the
university.
agitators? Will you identify who are the
Left
agitators?
left-leaning students unions. And what happened? What happened was that they destroyed, because they could not stop students from filing their registration forms, they stopped this server. They demolished this server. And yesterday, India Today has shown it, how it was destroyed.
But why
So this is real, and they were also in
They were wearing masks.
wearing mask.
They had their
So
faces
the
covered.
same, you don't know who were wearing mask on 5th, but on 1st they were the people, and on 2nd, and therefore this was a continuous agitation which started violence, and it started beating up students.
You are saying.
Yes, and they started. They beat one lady professor. They threatened the wardens and took forcefully their resignations. Students are telling a number of stories.
You mean to say that the left started it, the ABVP retaliated?
No, I have not said that. The inquiry is on. Let the truth come, and I am very
You mean
sure.
to say that it is possible, you are trying to indicate that the JNSU president, when she got beaten up on wounds on her head, it could have been
1 minute.
self-perpetrated?
I cannot be partial like some channels are saying. If any violence we condemn,
Okay.
and anybody getting injured we sympathize with. The issue is there were 16, 17 ABVP students also, but nobody is talking about them, as if
Who were beaten up, you are saying?
who were beaten up, who got injury, who were in AIMS. So if there are ABVP students AIMS, that is incognizable. And if there is left-leaning student in AIMS, that is most
I agree.
cognizable. You
I
can't
agree
have two standards.
I have listened to your chronology of events. Why was the FIR, the JNU VC did not take action for the destruction of the data
That is
room?
what he did on the 3rd. And what now press is saying that those students who got injured have been put charges on them, and FIR has been registered against for what? For destroying the...
Yes, but why was it so late? See, there
No.
could have been preventive action on the 3rd itself.
That's a
He
good
could have
suggestion.
invited the police.
That is suggestion for action, no. But if you call police without any violence or something,
No.
what is the press
destruction of
reaction?
data center you think is not sufficient enough
So police,
for police to be called
police was involved, and police came and saw and did whatever they wanted to do and inquire.
Now, the spiraling out. Now, after the JNU incident, Rahul Gandhi has said that it's a reflection of fear. Fascists are in control of India.
This is desperation of Rahul Gandhi. He understands only few words, and therefore he is using time and again the same words, which has no meaning as far as he is talking, because they brought emergency. Congress is the fascist and most communal organization in the world, and therefore we need not react to what Rahul Gandhi says.
You, as Information Broadcasting Minister, deal with the entertainment fraternity, the Bollywood, Tollywood and others. Prominent actor Deepika Padukone made a visit to the JNU protesters, and she spoke that there should be right to protest and dissent in a country. The BJP's people directly connected and indirectly connected have gone on record to say that her movies should be boycotted. Should be strong movement against what she has done. As INB minister, do you think boycotts are good?
This
Calls
is
for
not
boycott are good?
1 minute. BJP has not given any such call. Number one, we are a democratic party and democratic country, and therefore we believe in dissent and freedom to express, and at the same time freedom to visit anywhere they like. They may have their opinion. They may vote for somebody else. Not every 100 people, 100% people don't vote for BJP. So there are others also whom they will vote. That's a choice. That's a democracy. And therefore, we have not said anything against, neither party nor the government has taken in stand like that, number one. And number two, most important, there are 1,000 intellectuals around universities and film world have also supported the CAA.
So you are trying to tell me, in what you have said, that calls for boycott of people just because they have dissented with some point of view or
No, but nobody
agreed with
has
somebody.
given. As I have told you, I will not.
So there are a million tweets.
So
there are a million tweets by people who are associated with
that's
BJP,
okay.
directly or indirectly.
Social, ek minute. Social platform is public platform, and it is not party platform, and therefore you cannot ask me questions about public platform. Even India today, when it runs a program, it immediately comes 6,000 tweets, 10,000 tweets. But when they do it, you don't know what are the content of that tweet.
Sir, there are leaders from the BJP, including from some of UP and others, who have said that Deepika Padukone should not have gone to the protesting site along with Kanhaiya Kumar.
See,
The
this
Tukde
is,
Tukde gang.
as she has a freedom to have her opinion, other people also have freedom of opinion. How can you
These
deny?
are BJP leaders also?
1 minute. Everybody will have freedom of opinion, no? But as a party, we have not said this.
So you are saying
Neither
that
we
as
have
a party and as a government,
We are not.
you are not party to this boycott calls and others.
Never.
You're not going to be part of it. There is another element which is here is the very fact that what is this about JNU that the BJP and the government has a problem?
No, we have no problem. Actually, when I was looking after HRD,
You are making a trophy case. I think it seems that JNU is being made a trophy
1
case.
minute. JNU is the country's number 1 or number 2 in many years, the best institute. Why? It's not because there is protest every day. 500 students out of 7,000 students protest. That is not the reason why that has been adjust based. It has been adjust based university because of the academics.
It also
because
because
of
the intellectual space
biotechnology,
it allows.
because of patents, because of research, because of technology development, because of its expansion. And that is now it is becoming composite university. That is the plus point of JNU, and that is why it has been adjudged one of the best university of the country, not because of the protest and Bharat Tere Tukde Honge, inshallah, inshallah.
Sir,
that is not the reason.
So there is another issue in this. The BJP has gone very strongly on this Tukde Tukde gang slogan, Bharat Tere Tukde Honge. You see, the people who are involved in these cases, there is a police case on, there is a legal case which will start in case the permission is given. The point is that those people from JNU have already been condemned. Condemned as guilty of being secessionist, indulging in sedition. Isn't it a bit unfair? We have known you as a middle path person with very rational views. Don't you think that it's being hard? Because the university is being branded along with them.
No, we don't say JNU, we say Tukde Tukde gang in JNU.
Okay.
So JNU is different.
But why? They have not been
Because
been convicted.
No, because two things. Very important is Delhi Chief Minister is sitting on the file, not allowing police to
He may not be.
prosecute
He
them.
may be.
No, maybe nahi, he is for last 3 years.
Yes.
So he is with that slogans. So that is one aspect. Another aspect, after such slogans, are they allowed in America like that? Don't they prosecute? Everybody,
Yes.
everywhere
But they are not
prosecute.
made political campaigns.
No,
They are
we
now
also don't
these
make.
students are now part of a political campaign everywhere.
No, but students have right to have part of political campaign.
No, but the BJP has made Tukde
No.
Tukde gang,
No,
these
no,
slogans
no, no.
and these people.
No, this is against anybody. Maybe students or maybe adult or maybe senior citizens. Those who will say, Bharat Tere Tukde Honge, inshallah, inshallah, jang chalegi, Bharat ke barbadi tak. Nobody in the country appreciates those slogans.
The protests all over the country, Is there, do you see a pattern in it? Is there, do you see, people have said in UP, they have said, police is saying there is outside hand,
Yes.
hands of outsider. Jamia police is saying the hands
Yes.
of the outsider. Do you see a method behind it?
Even
There is
let us wait for JNU report also. We'll get the correct picture of how it was. And in UP also inquiry is on. So let us see.
You think in
who has
JNU
done.
there was a conspiracy behind the manner in which the events unfolded?
The protest launched by some desperate elements who have lost their ground in elections are behind such protests because they think that this is the only weapon now they have. But that won't last because truth prevails, not falsehood.
See, there is one important issue. JNU teachers, students are taking out protests. There is, we can see definitely that this data center is breached, it's destroyed, CCTV is not operating, goons are going inside. Don't you also think somewhere, you have been HRD minister, and I think you have handled some very tough situations in education institutions. Don't you think that somewhere the VC of JNU has not met the expectations as a guardian of a university? That's what a vice chancellor is.
No, actually, he has given yesterday the interview to India Today, and I have listened to this, and you have also listened to this. So I think that interview itself is the answer of what is the situation.
So the government is not thinking of removing or changing the JNU VC, right?
No, that is not my department.
No,
And government doesn't take decisions suddenly. It's a process by which they are appointed and they run the universities. There is consultation, but not these kinds of decisions are taken like this.
A prominent film personality, Anurag Kashyap, recently said that a lot of what is happening unrest is a creation by the BJP because it looks at elections. Now you are the in charge of elections in Delhi. You have had a setback in Jharkhand. Is a lot of it, are you eyeing Delhi elections?
No.
When you are creating passions over these kind of issues?
No. We are winning Delhi on the work of our performance and our work of Modi government for last 5 years and last 6 months. What we have done for Delhi is much more than what Delhi government could have presented their case if they would have worked for 5 years.
Aren't you trying to polarize?
No, we are not polarizing.
But when you say Arvind Kejriwal is making statements against CAA, he's trying to polarize the minority vote.
Yeah.
Isn't that
because that's a vote bank politics. BJP per se never believes, never treats any citizen as a vote bank.
Sir, these are wonderful templates that the BJP has given, but BJP's political efforts have had polarization at the heart of it. We'll ignore that. The CSDS survey is saying that Mr. Kejriwal has left a very satisfied 5-year term. 53% people are saying that they are satisfied, very satisfied with him. 33% says somewhat satisfied with him. That makes it something close to 86% people very satisfied and partially satisfied.
See, there is value for advertisement, but good advertisement cannot sell bad products.
But this survey is not advertisement.
Because, yes, see, many things in the garb of, he arranged town hall, that was all. What was it? So, there are advertisements, you can do it shrewdly, but that don't survive because in the fight of falsehood and truth always prevails, not
See,
falsehood.
where are you going to get your votes? Because Arvind Kejriwal in 2015 got 54% votes and you got merely 32. In MCD you got 37%. In Lok Sabha you went to 57%. But that's where the catch is. It seems that the public in Delhi has two minds. One for assembly, it goes for the local party, and then for national picture, it has Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
See, last time he got it by accident because a young man coming in the newly in politics with Anna Hazare's Punya, whom he threw away immediately, he actually made all such efforts with all his colleagues who got him to a victory. The issue is, he said, promised Chand Lokpal, never did. He said, will be a non-corrupt government. That was not to be. Now, more than half the ministers and MLAs are on bail So that is the fact. And they said no car, no bungalow. Now there are 4 cars and 17 cars and 4 bungalows.
In Jharkhand, you had a formula called the double engine ki gadi. You had Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Raghubar Das, the Chief Minister. You lost. Here, who is your engine? And are there going to be double engine or single engine?
It will be triple engine. Because MCD is with us.
No, who are the leaders and the faces?
That is what. See, leadership to be declared before the election or after the election is a part of strategy. And party takes decision, all parties take decision like that. Sometimes they declare, sometimes they don't declare. So, this is nothing new and this is not the news.
Is Prime Minister Modi going to be your mainstay of your campaign?
Modi ji has created one tremendous confidence in people of the country and has taken our esteem in the world to a next level. And therefore, people love Modi ji, and definitely he is our main prerna srot jo bolte hai.
He's a face. He's in your brand.
It is.
In Delhi. But that is a problem.
No, let me tell you. We have not said it is brand in Delhi, it's brand everywhere. The issue is because of his performance.
In this campaign,
our brand in Delhi election is performance. What Modi government has done for Delhi, what Modi government has done for the country, and what MCDs have also done. See, just one small example, dengue. Paper after newspaper and channels, everybody showed dengue advertisements by Arvind Kejriwal. What are the facts? Who went and fogged all the residences? It was MCD. Who taught the people how not to have larvas in their campus? It was MCD. Who passed challans and punished people for not keeping the discipline? And therefore, dengue has been reduced. And you suddenly come, he was telling in the MCD election that if BJP comes, dengue will increase and everybody will die. Now everybody is safe and dengue has decreased. Then he says it's my credit. So काम करे कोई, टोपी पहने कोई, ये उनकी आदत है.
You are trying to say कि काम आपके हैं दिल्ली में, मगर टोपी पहन रहे हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल. लेकिन problem आपकी ये है, in Delhi, your problem is that if you project Prime Minister Modi and there is a setback,
no, we are not projecting.
Modi gets impacted.
No, I'll tell you. That is not the case. Modi is our tallest leader, and under him, the country is making tremendous progress, and his government has done tremendous things. Latest 4 decisions. Giving ownership rights to 40 lakh unauthorized quality dealers, giving more than 10 lakh people right to have their 2-room flat at the place where they have the juggis today. Then 10 lakh free leasehold properties of converted to freehold for all the traders, and at the same time giving more permission for home industries to use 11 kilowatts and 9 labors for their prosperity. So these are all pro-people decisions. And the way we have brought up Western and Western Express Peripheral Way, Delhi Meerut Expressway, many other road projects in and around Delhi, that has decongesting Delhi, and the expansion of metro at a double pace than what it was.
Will the public vote on all this?
Yes.
Will the public vote on this, or he has got better offers, free electricity, free money, free DTC
People
bus
understand when we are charging only 100 rupees for 20,000 rupees circle rate. That's a huge saving, 19,900 rupees savings. That means in one stroke, we are giving them concession of more than 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees. And that is the reality. So people understand it. People
may understand it, but you look at your party, it had very big faces as far as Delhi leaders were concerned. Madanlal Khurana, Vijay Kumar Malhotra, coincidentally all of them came from Pakistan before post-partition. Then you had Sushma Swaraj, who became Chief Minister. Suddenly there is no evolution from the ground happening as far as the leadership is concerned in Delhi. last time around, at the last minute, you are saying that today we don't need to have Chief Minister. Last minute you brought in Kiran Bedi into politics and as the Chief Ministerial face, and you lost miserably. Why is it that the BJP is not able to produce leaders in Delhi?
That is not true. In certain cities, you get great leaders, sometimes don't get that level leader.
Why?
Sometimes.
You must have analyzed it.
We have good leaders now also. Our all MPs are performing well. Our 3 MLAs are also performing well. And our leaders in the organization who lost the elections, but they are also performing in their areas very well. So, we are not dearth of leadership.
So, if you look at the surveys which are being done,
I'll not answer these surveys because I know I have done surveys for 20 years, so I know who does how.
Sir, लेकिन आपको ये भी मानते हैं कि आपने surveys में ये भी देखा that when you have somebody leader like Narendra Modi, you win fantastic elections. When you have a leader like Sarvananda Sonowal, you win fantastic elections.
But nobody predicted, no survey predicted that Assam BJP will win. Nobody predicted in Tripura we will win. Nobody predicted in Manipur we will have
But you had a leader, sir. You had a leader in Assam.
No, but
you had a leader in Narendra Modi.
1 minute.
I'm saying that why?
No, this is also different strategy. When we
is not having
1 minute.
But it is being said that you are not having a leader because you have so much of division in Delhi. You prop one leader, you will have fights.
2014 Haryana, Maharashtra and Jharkhand elections were conducted without declaration of any candidate. And the 3 chief ministers, Devendra Fadnavis, Raghuvar Das and Khattarji, all came after the elections. So, this is a part of strategy, nothing to discuss more.
And you are trying to say that there is no attempt to polarize in Delhi.
Bilkul.
CAA, NRC, NPR, JNU protest, Jamia protest has nothing to do with elections.
Absolutely nothing to do with election. Election is all about development, and we have performed, and our performance counts.
How confident are you of a win?
100%.
Can I take this question back to you on the day the results are being announced?
Yes.
That Mr. Javadekar, you said we are winning with a complete majority.
Absolutely.
You are saying that you are above 36.
No, we are getting very comfortable majority. So, not 36. So, what I am saying is, and I will say this again on the result day also, you can ask me.
That you will be the man who will be coronated as the man who got Delhi back for the BJP.
Yes, thank you very much.
We wish you luck,
Thank
Mr. Javadekar. Thank you very much for speaking to us.